Hello, my lovely learners looking to pass your driving test. So this is one of the routes for your driving test, which is the Colchester route. Either you're going to be following the sat nav or following signs. So we're currently on Dunmow Road, going up towards the M11 roundabout, heading towards Colchester. So if you have come to this location in your driving journey, so we shouldn't have to remind you about MSPSL. So you've got mirror, signal, position, speed, and then look to the right just to make sure it's all clear. When it's clear, off you go. Yeah, and then obviously second exit, so mirror left, mirror indicator left, coming off here. So letting the people coming up to the roundabout know that you're coming off here. So that keeps the traffic flowing. On approach to this sign, you'll see Colchester's to the right, and then you might think of going into the right lane, but don't. It's very misleading. So on the arrows, you'll see it says right, but you have to stay in this lane. After you stay in this lane, both lanes, we're just going to go to the right. So just stay on your left. If they tell you to go towards Hertford, it'll be left on this junction, A120 on the left, and then you're going to go towards the Hertford. It doesn't affect the traffic lights, so it's a give way sign. So you go to the left and then give way to the right if you're going to go towards Hertford. But as we are going towards Colchester, you stay in this road. Can you see that there's an arrow saying go to the right? So you stay in this lane. So both lanes are going to go together, so try not to go into the right hand lane. Stay to the left as much as possible. So now that we're in the correct lane, you'll see on the left hand side there's another board which says which direction to go to. So Colchester is ahead. So there's 3 lanes coming up. One lane which is left, which is M11 North, which is towards Cambridge. Middle lane goes towards Colchester, and the right lane goes south towards London. So the left lane, right lane, never, because you're not going to go down the motorway. And then you're going to go and stay in the middle lane to go following the road ahead. as you probably noticed, there's a left arrow for Cambridge, so we're not going to go to that lane. As you get past the Cambridge turning, we're going to move over to the left lane. To make sure you check your interior mirror, left mirror before you move over, because some people like to stay in that lane and keep going straight, although they're not allowed to. So check your left mirror, come back into the left lane. By any chance, if there was a car there and for some reason you didn't go over to the left lane, you can still stay in the middle lane, because both lanes, like earlier, both lanes goes round to the left. So as you can see, the silver car on our right, so he's coming round as well. Yeah, so if you do end up in that road, keep carrying on, stay in that lane. As we keep straightening it up, and now if you have the opportunity, you have to move over to the left lane, because the next sign you're going to follow would be the signs for business park. So the business park sign is ahead. Yeah, so there's a roundabout coming up, so not on this signboard, so right now it's not on there yet, but you'll see on the next one it says business park, which is ahead. So you're already in the correct lane. But if you're not, check your mirrors, move over to the left lane, and then stay on the left as much as you can, because it splits to 3 lanes. So where it says long stay, which is for airport, so long stay, so this is the correct lane to be in for M11 South. So we're not going to go left here, we're just going to follow it around. Okay, so now we're going to follow signs for long stay car park. So you have to move over to the left lane, make sure you check your mirrors, indicate, make sure there's nothing there. So long stay car park is ahead, which is second exit. Again, mirror, signal, position, speed, and then look, and when it's clear, we're off. Stay in your lane, check your interior mirror, left mirror, indicate left, so the bus knows you're coming off here, and you can carry on. The roundabout is built for flowing the traffic, otherwise they could have put traffic lights on there. The next sign to follow, again, Stansted Business Park, which is ahead. So it will be second exit. Quick reminder as well, if it is amber and you can comfortably stop, you should stop at all times. But if you can't comfortably stop, meaning that you're braking, by the time you brake you'll go past the line, then you go through it. The next sign you're going to follow would be for Stansted Mount Fitchett. Again, it's straight, second exit. So following the road ahead, second exit. Coming up to this mini roundabout, you see the blue sign, so it's a mini roundabout. So you just look to the right and go straight through. So you don't have to indicate to come off. The reason we don't indicate to come off on a second exit on a mini roundabout is by the time we've indicated, we're already in that lane, so it doesn't benefit anyone. Now that we've come to a 60 miles per hour speed limit road, it's not a target to do 60. You don't have to do 60. You go as fast as it's safe to do so. So wherever it's opened up a bit more, go faster. When the bends come, slow down before and then slowly go around the bends. So always in control. So you should make the examiner feel comfortable at all times. There's a lot of broken road on the verge, like on the edge, like there. So avoid them. Don't go onto them, stay in a little bit more to the right. One of the most common reasons for failing is observation at junctions. So as you probably know, on approach to a junction of any sort, left turns, right turns, you should be looking right, left, right minimum, and then you go when it's safe to do so. Take a second or two more. Take one observation mark if you need to, yeah? But don't pull out in front of another car. Coming up to this roundabout, you're going to follow signs for Bishop Stortford, which is again straight, second exit. So following the road ahead, second exit. Mirror, signal, position, speed. Have a look to your right, see if it's clear. If not, we don't go. Lane discipline in the roundabout, very important as well. If you're going straight, where should you be? Yes, exactly, left lane. Yeah, so follow the road, stay on your left side of the road. As you probably realised, the person that was driving at the time went a little bit wide to the left. That's it, so interior mirror left, mirror indicating left, coming off here. Please take the next road on the right. So there's a little opening here, you turn into there, there's a little right turn there, but it's not down there, which is no entry. You go further up and then turn right when it's safe to do so. That's it, so it's their road, we're going to cross their road, so we have to ask for permission. If there's no one there, we carry on. That's it, so new speed limit is 40. coming up to this roundabout, it's not a trick, but if you stay on your right hand side of the roundabout, say for example the examiner said to you, at the roundabout I would like you to go, first roundabout I would like you to go straight, second roundabout I would like you to go right. So on the mini roundabout, if you approach it from the right, you end up going straight and you end up in the right lane already, so you don't have to worry about it coming into that lane afterwards. As you're probably aware, it is 30 miles per hour speed limit, but we're in a built-up area, so do the speed that is adequate for that road and the traffic conditions. You're going to be stopped at least 3-4 times on the left. You're going to do a maneuver, could be a forward bay park, reverse bay park, parallel park, or parking on the right and reversing 2 car lengths back. So these 4 maneuvers, they will do one of them, so make sure you know what to do with full observations, get it into the bay, happy days. So if I said to you, when it's safe to do so, to park up on the left, the key is when it's safe to do so. So look at the people at the back. If there's someone very close to you, then start indicating and just touching the brakes so they get the idea that you're going to be parking and they can hold back a bit more. And then you'll signal after you're going past this junction, signal, interior mirror, left mirror, signal, find your place which you predetermined, stop there, nice and tight to the curb, so the max should be within 1 foot. If it's more than 1 foot, you're indicating that you're still active on the road. So you should be within 1 foot of parking. You're going to be stopped at least 3-4 times, so you make sure that is done well and naturally. If you've done your maneuver outside of the test center, then they'll tell you to drive straight into a bay. Otherwise, they will do the reverse bay park in the car park of the test center.